Hello everyone, welcome back to Home and Gardening with Monique. So just got off work and I want to go ahead and try to head back here to my garden bed that I recently fixed up. So I'm going to try to plan out some things inside of the four empty raised metal garden beds that I have. I think I'm going to plant some bell pepper plants, some tomatoes, maybe some corn, and maybe something else, I don't know. But just bring you guys along with me. I hope you guys' day has been awesome so far. It is in the afternoon, so it's after 5 o'clock in the afternoon or evening. So it will be getting dark soon, so I may have maybe an hour and a half of sunlight left. So I'm gonna try to get these things planted in and just bring you guys along with me. So far, I have uncovered these two. Well, I've uncovered all four of these, and I've prepped up these two. I added more compost and this Stay Green flower and vegetable garden soil. So I've added some of that soil to both of these, and also some compost manure soil as well. And I'm going to attempt to plant I'm going to have one entire bed to be for my pepper plants and one entire bed to be for my tomato plants. And I'm thinking maybe I can do at the max maybe about 4 tomato plants and 4 pepper plants, because I know that they can spread out and get pretty big once they get up to a decent size. Okay, so I think in this first bed here, I'm planting my pepper plants. So let's see, I may do one like here in each corner, there, and here, and see if that works. I might be able to put 5, but once I plant it in, then I will know if I can like safely put another one in. Okay, all right, so that's my hole. Okay, so I'm just gonna get one of these pepper plants here. Let's see, I'm trying to make sure if it's container deep, so it's container deep. And got some beautiful roots. I'm just gonna get that planted in. All right, so, and that's that. Got the first one planted in. Okay, so I have 4 planted in this one, and I'm going to plant some tomatoes in this one. So I'm gonna get the rest of them planted in. Alright, so I got 4 Rama tomatoes planted in here. And I have 2 more garden beds. Well, actually I got this one back here, but I may not be able to get to the long one yet. But these 2, I have to decide what I want to put in these. I do have quite a bit of tomato and pepper plants that I still have to plant out. But I have other garden beds that I have to put together, and I might have those to be planted in my front yard garden bed when I get around to it. But I think I'm going to plant something else in these 2. I have put my tomato cages on these 4 tomato plants. Those the pepper plants over there. So over here I have 2 more California Wonder bell pepper plants. I only have 2 of these left, and I'm going to plant 1 on each side of the garden bed. And I'm going to plant onions in between these 2 plants. Okay, so in this 4th garden bed, I decided to plant some sweet banana peppers. And I think I'm going to also plant in a few more of my Rama tomatoes in here as well. Maybe about 4 banana pepper plants and maybe 2 Rama tomato plants. So I have 1 planted already, and I'm going to plant 1 here. So I'm just going to do them maybe like 12 inches apart, so that they can have, you know, some kind of space. I mean, okay, so I'm going to put in another one. Hope I didn't break the stem. Okay, so just gonna drop it right in the dirt. Okay. And there we go with that one. And let's see, from here to maybe right here, I'll do another one. Put that one right here. Got 3 so far. I finally completed getting all 4 of these garden beds planted into. I do have the one to the far back that I'm gonna plant some things in, and I think I'm gonna plant some cucumbers, and I don't know what else on the other side, but one side will be cucumbers, and I don't know what the other side may be. But through my busy schedule, I finally got finished with planting the side of them. So this is the one with the 2 California Wonder pepper plants. And I have onions planted in between them. And this one, the last bed, I got 4 banana pepper plants and 2 Rama tomato plants planted in the same bed. I hope that they do well. And I have 4 Rama tomato plants in this one with the cages already on them. And in this one, I have 4 California Wonder pepper plants. And this one, And I think there was a couple of onions that I planted in, like, in between here. So I'm not for sure you guys can, like, clearly see in here. And I got the netting on here not only for protection from insects, but also protection from, I have cats and possibly like other animals that, you know, may get into my garden bed and think it's a litter box. And this is actually my 2-year-old blueberry bush plant right here that I planted back here. It's been, I think, 2 weeks now, but it's holding up pretty well. This is the mulberry bush, and it's holding up pretty well. So, and this is the new blueberry plant that I planted here as well. So I'm almost finished back here, and this is my corn that I planted in here. And as you can see, it has gotten bigger. I do have some more corn that needs to go out as well, and I'm trying to hurry up and you know, trying to get those replanted as soon as possible. All right, so that's that, and I'm going to show you guys an update on all the things, all the veggies around my grow house. All right, so this is on one side of my grow house. So I planted potatoes and carrots on the other side. So as you can see, the potato plants have gotten taller, and it's time for me to put in some more soil. So the soil has gotten a little low, you know, maybe due from rain or watering. So the soil is like way down off in here, and I'm going to try to bring the soil up to the garden bed level so that when the potatoes actually starting to get ready to grow, they'll have room to spread out and grow in more soil. And this here are my carrots. So these right here are the actual carrot plants. This look like a mustard seed, and I that sprouted up in here. So I'm gonna take that out, but it can be replanted. I can replant it in something else, but it doesn't need to be in here. So I see little sprigs of grass, and I see, like, you know, the sprigs of carrots growing here and there. So I think I'll be able to, you know, maybe pop in some other things inside of this bed, because it doesn't look like terribly a lot of carrots have popped up in this particular bed. So, but I'll get back around to that. Okay, so here are the corn that I planted a few weeks back, and as you can see, they are doing wonderful. And I had to replace this one with another little corn plant, and I recently planted 2 more in a bucket. So that's 4. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's 8 corn plants planted in all 4 of these buckets, and they're doing pretty well. So that's on this side of my grow house. Okay, so right here are my yellow summer squash. The yellow, I think it's the straight squash. It's not the crook squash. So as you can see here, this one is look like it's making its first little squash on here. These haven't yet gotten any flowers yet. So as soon as they produce flowers, I'm going to try to attempt to self-pollinate them, because I have them covered over in this net, because all the times, or every time when I try to plant squash, the squash bugs are ridiculous and they're just horrible. So I'm going to, you know, try to self-pollinate them, and, you know, just see if I'm able to get squash doing it this way this time. Okay, so this is the other side of my garden bed out. As you can see, I've taken off the netting off the onion and potato plants, and the potato plants over here are like super long, and you know, they are drooping over everything. So I'm definitely gonna have to get some string or something and try to trellis them up. And also I have to add in more soil over here as well. This side is where I planted my onions, but as you can see, the potatoes, the potato plants have definitely fallen over on them. So I'm gonna try to, you know, keep them, you know, trellis up the best way I can, so that the onions, they won't be laying all over the onions, so that my onions have a better possibility of, you know, trying to grow as well. So those are the onions, and these are the potato plants, and they look like a hot mess. All right, I was trying to get back around to my tomato plant here. This is the Celebrity tomato plant this year. I want to try growing only determinate varieties of tomato plants. I don't, you know, because they will all grow in a bush and also grow all at one time. And I don't have to just really worry about all the pruning and, you know, the tomato plants growing 6 and 7 and 8 feet tall on me. And these old collard green plants, whichever ones look edible to me to harvest, I will harvest them and get those cut up and put up, washed up, cut up and put up, I mean. And I can go ahead and pull them out, because as you can see, they are about to, you know, go to seed. And these are the collard greens that I started seeding back in December. So I know some people are like, oh, just pull the, you know, the seeding stem up and they'll continue to grow. But I want to grow, you know, fresh and new collard greens and not, you know, the seeded ones. All right, so these are the pepper plants that I overwintered, and I don't know which kind they are, because I have long removed the names of, you know, what peppers they were. So once they start growing peppers, that's the only way I'll know which one that they are. This is my other tomato plant, and it's doing pretty well. It's growing quite a few tomatoes. This is the other pepper plant. Unsure of which one it is right here. So a lot of these buckets right here with the collard greens I'm going to pull up, because I do have some things that I would love to grow inside of these buckets. And I want to go ahead and just, you know, harvest the collard greens from here and just go ahead and pull up the plants, because all of these are going up to seed. Let's take a look inside of the grow house. So just giving you an overlook of how everything is looking in the grow house. So as you can see here, this broccoli, I will be pulling it up. I didn't get around to, well, actually the broccoli actually didn't grow as a tight head. It only grew like it was spreading out in flower. So I just went ahead and just let it do its thing, because you know, I had hoped that it would grow out how I expected it to, but you know, that didn't happen for me again this time. So maybe broccoli is another vegetable that that is hard for me to grow. Okay, so all of these collard greens, they do look good and planted in the buckets and everything, but they are all beginning to seed, and I'm going to harvest them and you know, just, you know, plant some more seeds and start over with a fresh and brand new harvest of collard greens. And I'm going to have them planted inside of here, so that it'll just, the risk for them being ate up by bugs and everything would be kind of lower if they was planted inside of here. Okay, so just showing you guys my seedlings. So these are the cantaloupe, and I do need to hurry up and get my plot together for my cantaloupe and watermelon plot. These are pansies, so some of those are sprouting. Everything else haven't sprouted yet. My other seedlings haven't sprouted yet for flowers. I have my Monster Garden Leader watermelon. Those have sprouted. Some more orange tender sweet watermelons have sprouted. And I also have my Clemson Spireless Okra. Those also have sprouted. And these are the unknown named pepper plants that has come up after a month of me starting them. These are all the little corn plants that I need to get out as soon as possible and get them planted in. And these are my strawberry plants. I am going to try to get them planted not inside of here in my grow house, but where they can just actually get some more pollination. I think they need pollination. I have to read the description. But that is everything so far.